welcome to Fatman's garden blog or garden diary or wherever you want. I think it's part 4, part 5, I don't know, I'll sort it out. Right, so I've been a little busy today. So have the robins, I've had 3 here again, and blackbirds pestering me. One great tit's pestering me as well. So I've put those 2 fence panels in along the back of the tank. I've cleared all that out now. I've started work down the front of the tank. Tomorrow, I'll get off my bum, why not? This panel here, I'll be trimming off at about that height there. And using the upper part to go along the top of these 4-foot panels that I've put in. You might notice there's a lilac tree missing here, which I weren't going to cut down until it had finished flowering. Unfortunately, today's strong winds took that decision away from me because it snapped. Without the brambles and ivy that were holding it up, the rotten stem just snapped off. So I had no choice. There's other bits still, plenty of other bits still left. So, as I said, those 2 panels are in. I had to put another post in there because it was completely rotted through, that post. And yes, before you say anything, it does slope down slightly. I couldn't be bothered stepping it all the time. Beyond that, there's a lot of hedge to clear, but I don't need to put any fencing in particularly because I've been offered a couple of those, how they're called, Heros panels, the big metal mesh stuff that you see around construction sites and at events, security fencing. So I think they're 10 foot by 6 foot. So I've been offered a couple of them as a temporary measure. So that'll fill all that gap in quite nicely. And at my leisure, as I can afford it, I'll buy some more fence panels. But that would be nice to be offered those Heroes panels. So tomorrow's job, amongst many, is to start on this bed. Well, it's to get some of the stuff out that I dumped there out the shed into the garage and do this shed. I've started on the path, only roughly, but I've started clearing the path, so it wants a bit of weeding in the gravel. I might be a devil and spray some Roundup. It only takes 24 hours and it's deactivated by soil. But I've got to empty those grow bags that's there, tidy up all this bed. Does anybody want any rosemary, by the way? By the time I've finished pruning it, I'll have about 300 cuttings. I might shove a few in pots since I've got all this grow bag compost, and the root easily enough. Oh, hello, Robin. Yep. Now I think I've got the sexes right. That's the male. It's slimmer than the female, and the colour goes further down the chest, and then it has white below it. The female is rounder, and the colour don't go as far down the chest, which is not as brave. So let's go back to where I was. So I have a few trips to dump it site to do. I still haven't heard from the chipper man coming to chip all my cuttings pile, my shred pile. But that don't matter, the shred pile, because that's going to be outside the bit of the garden that Ace, my new dog, is going to have access to. But I've got a bit of a... I'm going to sit down again. I've got a bit of a deadline because I'll be picking her up Friday morning. And I've got to send a video to Dogs Trust Wednesday afternoon, ideally, or Thursday morning. to show how wonderful my garden is. Just here in this bit, I'm going to lift some of the pavings from down there. You can't see them, but it's all paved, that area. Lift some of the pavings, long term, not short term, and pave this area here. Extend this paving, probably break up that concrete slab, pave that area, and down there where I've lifted the paving, I'll either put some AstroTurf or real turf. I don't know if I'll bother with real turf. It'll not be an area big enough to warrant mowing it, and it's just work for me. So maybe AstroTurf. So that's about it. Oh, the hand. Well, today is the first day I haven't worn my splint. As you can see, it's still red around the knuckle, but I've got a bit of movement in it now. It's odd because that finger and this one next to it are virtually numb because of a trapped nerve in my elbow, so I can't really feel anything except for pain. Why do I have to feel pain? And pins and needles occasionally. I get phantom pins and needles, but I've got a bit of movement in it now. It still sticks out at an odd angle. I can't bring the angle in. I'm a sort of weird Spock doing the wrong finger Spock. But apart from that, it's coming on. I'm not going to die of blood poisoning, even though it is still a bit, you can't see, but a bit blue and bruised under the joint. So it's coming along. I'm on a deadline of get it done by Wednesday afternoon, hopefully, maybe Thursday, though it is forecast to rain Wednesday, so it may be Thursday. So all I'm waiting for is the two header fence panellings to finish the fencing off, and a general tidy up. Loads of stuff to go to the dump. Well, hello, blackbird. Oh, sorry. Been sat on the fence chirping at me all day, saying, get out of the way. What were I saying? Oh, why? Few trips to dump it site, general tidy up, and we're done. I'm still umming and ahhing about raising the height of the front gate, but Suzanne's partner Rory, he's offered me a taller back gate. I'm putting a gate between the garage and the house, rather than how I had it before. So I'll have a back garden gate, and I'll probably raise the front garden gate as well. Though, because she's not very good on her legs, not very strong yet, I don't think Ace will be leaping over the fence. Leaping up onto a work surface or a table to get food, that's a different thing. But we'll see. So be prepared Friday to be totally sickened by nothing else but videos of Ace being cute. Yes, everything she does, I'll probably video it, slap it all over the internet. So with that, I'll say ta-ra. Ta-ra!